Hi, and welcome to the 5-Minute Business Boost, where you get to choose your 5-minute investment. I'm your host, Sam Hicks, and I'll be discussing topics under the headings of business development, marketing, photography, and much more. So buckle up, buttercups, and here we go. In today's episode, I discuss the power of community sponsorship. We often talk about the importance of community support, but let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible contributions of our local small businesses. Those who've done it in the past, those who are thinking about it, and those who will do it in the future. Through sponsorships and support for community events, these businesses are the backbone of our gatherings right across Victoria and beyond, especially in small community towns and regional areas. So whether it's a picnic race, a charity event, an ag show, a cultural celebration, they lend helping hands via financial assistance and passion to make these events unforgettable. Their investments as small businesses just don't impact the event itself. They ripple through the entire community. By supporting these events, small businesses help create a sense of togetherness and unity. They boost the local economy and even inspire others to give back or get involved. In many cases, it ensures the sustainability of the event. So exactly how does sponsorship work? Sponsorship between a small business and a local community group or event is a mutually beneficial partnership where the business provides financial, in-kind support in exchange for exposure, brand awareness and promotion opportunities. Sometimes a small business will offer financial support or in-kind support, or it might be all sorts of things. It might be being able to hang a banner on their front fence. Either or. You understand where I'm going with this. So here's a bit of a breakdown on how sponsorship typically works. Now, every event will be different, but I've tried to break it down into a few steps. So, the small business identifies local community groups or events that will align with its value, target audience and marketing objectives. Now, this could include sports teams, cultural festivals, charity events, local schools or other community initiatives. So they do basically a whiteboard exercise or notes or whatever. They have a bit of a brainstorm about what type of community groups or events align with them. Now, in proactive business scenes, there would be contact. So the small business would reach out to the community group or event organisers expressing interest in sponsorship. Basically, it's a phone call or an email, how can we help? The organisers in turn provide a sponsorship proposal outlining the details of the event, its goals and the benefits offered to sponsors. Now, we all know in small country areas, sometimes it's local community groups that reach out, and that is okay. Best to tune into part 2 of this series of the 2 episodes to get some idea on how to do this as a community group, because approaching businesses can be a daunting thing to do. Okay, so the next one would be negotiation agreement. Now, this sounds all very formal and a lot of the times it's just a handshake, but both parties engage in negotiations to determine the scope of the sponsorship, including the level of financial support, in-kind contributions, or specific services that the business might provide. A formal agreement is then drafted or already in place. It might be as simple as an email. Whichever it is, it needs to be detailing the terms and conditions of the sponsorship so everybody's on the same page. Now, benefits for the business. In exchange for the sponsorship, the small business receives various benefits, which may include brand exposure. You know, that's the old logo placed on event materials, banners, or promotional materials. There might be advertising opportunities, ad space in event programs on websites, a newsletter. It might be a logo, it might be the business name. On-site presence the day of the event. It might be a free booth or an exhibition space at the event to showcase products or services. Social media and publicity. It might be recognition through event-related social media posts, press release or interviews. VIP access. There may be special privileges or access to exclusive events associated within the sponsored activity. Or in some cases, it might be event naming rights. That's a pretty cool one to have. Okay, so then promotional activation. Now, this is a reciprocal opportunity here, but the small business actively promotes its involvement in the sponsored event through its marketing channels. This can include social media announcements, press release, blog posts, and emails, newsletters to engage its customer base and hopefully attract new ones. And it raises awareness of the event and the association, or I suppose the friendship between the two. Event execution. So the sponsored community event takes place and the small business fulfills its commitments, whether it be financial contributions, as I mentioned, providing services, or actively participating in the event. On-site visibility and engagement with the community are crucial during this phase. Now, once the event's over, you call it post-event recognition. After the event, the small business continues to leverage its sponsorship by sharing post-event content such as photos, testimonials, or success stories. This reinforces its commitment to the community and the event and highlights the positive impact of the sponsorship. From the event itself, it might be a public thank you, a certificate of appreciation, or a call out on the socials or the website by the event. Okay, remember I said about that reciprocal thing? And again, as I said in episode 2 of this part of the episode around sponsorship, you will find out about why it's so important to say thank you. Evaluation and feedback. Now, both the small business and the community group or event organisers need to evaluate the success of the sponsorship. This may involve analysing the return on investment, gathering feedback from participants, and assessing the overall impact on the community and the business brand's image. Now, this is really handy if you're looking for more than a 1-year commitment or a further sponsorship opportunity down the track. Now, building long-term relationships. Successful sponsorships often lead to long-term relationships between the small business and the community group or event organisers. Repeat sponsorships and ongoing collaboration contribute a positive brand reputation and sustain community engagement. Economic impact. Consider how sponsorships from that small business positively impacted the local economy. This can include job creation, increased tourism, and a boost in sales for other local businesses during events. Now, brand visibility. This is a good one. Sponsorship not only contributes to the success of the event, but it also puts the sponsor's brand in front of a wider audience, potentially leading to new customers and clients. This is a favourite of mine, and this is around community development. Small businesses, through their sponsorship, contribute to the development of community infrastructure facilities or even health and well-being. So think about, those sponsors that have assisted with, a new playground or local sports teams, with their nice polo tops or their jackets, or contributing to the renovation of public spaces. Think about, sponsoring a fence paling at the local park. Those type of things aid in community development. Educational initiatives. Sponsorships can extend beyond events to support educational initiatives within the community. Small businesses can sponsor scholarships, workshops, or mentoring programs, fostering skill development and knowledge sharings, or even assets. Think about the small school that wanted, a new basketball ring. Get where I'm going there? Cultural enrichment. Sponsorships play a crucial role in preserving and promoting local culture and traditions. Small businesses can support cultural events, festivals, or art exhibitions that celebrate the diversity and uniqueness of the community. Now, this is a good one, and this has been coming up more and more over the last couple of years. Environmental stewardship. So small businesses can use sponsorships to promote eco-friendly practices. This could involve sponsoring events with a focus on sustainability or contributing to environmental conservation projects within the community. Collaboration and networking. Small businesses not only provide financial support but can also network with other businesses, chatting to the other sponsors. And this fosters a sense of collaboration that can lead to future partnerships. You never know where it's going to lead. Long-term relationships. Ongoing sponsorship can lead to long-term relationships between business and community organisations. This not only benefits the organisations, it gives them a bit of a sustainable thought that for the next, say, 3 years, such and such business is going to support them. But it also provides the small business with loyal customers who appreciate their commitment to the community. Testimonials and success stories. So you need to make sure that you include those testimonials or success stories from the community organisations that have directly benefited from small business sponsorships. Personal stories add to a human personal stories. I've buggered that up. Personal stories add a human touch and demonstrate the tangible impact of such support. Encouraging others to sponsor. The best thing you can do as a small business is encourage other small businesses to consider sponsoring local events or initiatives. Don't be scared to showcase the benefits and emphasise the ripple effect of positive community engagement. So, I hope this inspires you as a small business owner to consider sponsorship as part of your marketing and PR mix for 2024. Have any success stories? Feel free to reach out. Thanks for listening to the 5-Minute Business Boost. For more information, follow me on social media, sign up for my newsletter, or check out my website to see how we can work together to reach your small business goals. And remember, anything is possible, especially in northeast of Victoria. Till next time, cheerio.